I want to do a Whittaker's update on the goings on coming from the Whittaker's households. Yeah, man, because as of late in the Whittaker's household, there's been a fire. We had the false death of Larry BJ on dope, on that calling Mark for all type of shit. Mind you, all this is after Mark said he's done with the Whittakers. You know, he raised all of this money for the Whittakers. $100,000 he raised for a new roof. This, that. None of it happened. They got a couple little things in there. You know, there's a TV on the screen, the TV on the wall now, and but it's the same old thing. I think my purpose for this video is just to show money in the wrong place doesn't do anything. I don't think money is what this family or what will make this family turn over a new leaf. It has nothing to do with money, everything to do with mindset, environments, the landscape of the social construct that they are in. When I speak about the current times, now fast forward, we're going to go back in a minute to the footage starting from about 9 months ago and go up into now, into the fire and all of that. But right now, current time, there's a GoFundMe still. Like I think Mark has a heart made of gold, and it's hard for him to just turn his back on these people. I feel like it's actually like it weighs on him. Like he's not gonna feel right if he doesn't do what he can to help this family. So even after all of this stuff with Larry and BJ, after all of the stuff with the other GoFundMe that he shut down and said, he's pulling the plug on the Whittakers. After all of this, they have a trailer across the street from them, which was Larry's trailer. It goes up in flames, and BJ and her boyfriend, I think his name is Ronaldo or Ronald, I can't remember, but BJ has a foreign boyfriend. I think he's born in El Salvador. And so he's around, and these characters in there, they admittedly they have been on drugs. BJ's son Brandon on drugs. So this money is getting siphoned out of these GoFundMes, and Mark, knowing all of this, he still wants to help them. And I can't blame him, because I do understand there's still good people out here in the world. This current GoFundMe stands at $2,232 as of now. And I think the goal is $16,000 for this. Now, it's been up for a little bit now. I think maybe a week it's been up. And if it was back when we first met the Whittakers, this GoFundMe would have already surpassed 16K. The other 100K that they got, they got 16K in a blink of an eye. And the reason being behind that is because people are seeing this unfold, and they're less willing to give, because these other characters like the BJs, like the grandkids of Larry and BJ's kids, and which not all of her kids are bad. I think she mentioned that her other older son and the other son, I think she has 3 kids, and 2 of them are doing good, but it's one that she said he was sniffing pills. So people aren't gonna be as willing to give when they see what's going on in the dynamic of this family. And I think that's where they at now. Do I think they will reach 16K? Maybe eventually. But it's not just going bomb 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 like at first, like that first big one for the roof and all that. So we're gonna get into it though. This next clip we gonna watch, or this first clip we gonna watch, is from 9 months ago. This was when Mark comes to see about Larry's funeral. BJ tells Mark that Larry's funeral is today. And Mark, being the guy that he is, and he did the same thing about this fire. He just popped up on him like, let me just see. You know, BJ been calling him 6 times a day and all of this stuff. He's like, you know what, let me just go. And that's what somebody, that's how you know someone real with it. Like it's Mark is a real dude. I'm on Mark's side in this. Let me just get that out the way. Mark is a real dude, man. He wants to help, but also at the same time, even in the fire video that we gonna get to later after this, Mark is asking all of the right questions to all of the right people, and he's got his camera right there to view their initial reaction. You see everything. You see the eye contact. If people are, body language is shifty and all of that shit. So we're going to get into this first one. Like I said, to preface this video is in the context of BJ. BJ sparked all this off, and we're going to get to that. We're going to talk about it. BJ sparks this off, and I like how he did play her voice clip from basically telling us why he went. So, yeah, man, here we go. Audio message from BJ regarding the death of her father, Larry.
Mark, I'm sorry. I don't know anything about this. If you could just help me this one time. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm just asking you. Can you send me $150? I promise after I get everything's arrangements for my dad. I never thought today would be the day I would lose my dad.
That's a drug addict speaking.
I received the message you just heard from Larry's daughter, BJ, about a week ago. BJ has been asking me for money to help pay for her father's funeral, obituary, and yesterday she texted me to ask for money for clothes for Betty, Lorraine, Ray, and Timmy to wear to Larry's funeral. So I thought I'd fly out to West Virginia to go to Larry's funeral, which is today. No one knows we're coming. And I spoke to Betty about Larry's death, and she confirmed what BJ had told me, that Larry had passed away. So something still seems off, and I'm going to surprise everyone and see what I can find out.
And I'll let you know, when it comes to Mark, he knows something still sounds off, even though he heard that woman crying, BJ. He knows from doing all of these interviews with drug addicts, he knows the manipulation that can take place when it comes to a drug addict and doing anything that they can so they don't get dope sick. He knows the different type of families that drugs break up. So he's not just going to take her word for it. His life experience is how he's moving, but all in all, he does have a good heart, I feel like.
What are you doing, baby?
What are you doing?
I talked to you last night.
I know, I move fast.
Look at the look on Betty's face. Betty knows what's coming here. Don't be fooled by don't be fooled by Betty. I think Betty, she puts on this act type of thing. I don't know. It's almost like Tourette's. I don't know when she says this. Everything. I don't know. I don't know, Ma. I was just trying. I think it's partly an act. I'm not gonna say 100%, but I'm gonna say it's partly an act.
How are you, baby? I see you.
That's a beautiful hello. So I'm here to go to Larry's funeral.
Larry's funeral.
Larry's funeral is today.
Larry did die.
That's what BJ told me.
Hey, what BJ tell you?
BJ told me his funeral's today at 3 o'clock.
Larry. Larry didn't die.
Well, that's BJ for you.
What you wanted for?
What's that?
So that's Mark on the left. That's Lorraine right there. She's nonverbal. To the right of him, that's Miss Betty, which is the matriarch of the family, and I forget dude's name right here. I forget it for the life of me. I forget his name right now.
I said, you know what you want that?
I know what she wants the money for, but when she was telling me this, I'm across the country. I don't know what's going on. I feel bad that Larry passed away. And here's a daughter crying hysterically over losing her dad, so I felt bad. So I sent her some money to help with the funeral. I don't know. I don't have time to fly across the country every time somebody makes a claim. So I trusted her. And I was trying to call you, but you never answered the phone. And I finally told her, look, I'm not going to do anything until I talk to Betty. I'm not going to even talk to you. I'm not going to give you anything. I'm not going to send anything until I talk to Betty. So then she put you on the phone. And I asked you about Larry dying, and you go, yeah, he's dead.
Well, she told me to tell you that now.
Yeah, but come on, you know.
So yeah, she told me to tell you that. She knew. Right now, this is a confrontation. Mark is confronting her about what he heard on the phone, looking her straight in her eyes. She's looking him straight in his eyes. And I felt like, yes, this needed to be done. Coming from a place of trying to help somebody, yes, there has to be a record. If you're going to even continue, there's going to have to be, everything has to be put on the table. And that's basically what's Mark coming to do on this day. This is March 2024 at this point. We're going to move forward to the fire in a second.
Well, I didn't know you were going to get her no money. Well, you told Mark Larry died.
Yeah, she told me Larry.
And that's another lie. She's not taking accountability. Betty says, I didn't know she was going to I didn't know you was going to give her no money. Well, you sat there on the phone and BJ told you to tell her something. So why would BJ be telling you this? And you know she on drugs. That's
Larry died.
Why what BJ tell him? Yeah, BJ told Tim Mark that. And you know what, right? Well, he know Larry didn't. Because if that was me now, I would tell Mark. I ain't told Mark all that stuff. Well, you just tell me, I would call Mark and tell me what's true.
Is she holding a gun to your head?
Huh?
Is she holding a gun to your head?
No.
Then why did you just say?
I don't want she had any gun.
Well, call me back later when BJ's not standing over your shoulder and tell me the truth. Look, I've been nice to you guys. I've sent you guys.
I know, but see, I didn't know your number. On the number. Larry only got your number.
So yeah, it's more excuses. We're gonna move forward. I ain't got no number.
We'll sort this out.
I don't ask for the money now.
Yeah, you're never asking me for money. Once in a blue moon, you ask me for like a few $100 here and there. That's it. But I always trusted Larry, but I don't even know if I trust Larry now.
Put a tack in that. He said he don't even know if he trusts Larry now after this situation.
Is Larry using drugs?
I don't know, Mark. I don't know.
Is Larry using drugs? I don't know, Mark. I don't know. I would hope Larry is not using drugs. I don't think he is. I just think when it comes to his daughter BJ, he is complacent. He knows what she's doing. I think he might put on for the camera. We're gonna see Larry a little later on, but I think truly he does know what his daughter's doing when it comes to this money.
We'll figure it out. Hopefully.
I don't want to. I know I don't. For me. I know I don't.
What's going on, Larry?
I don't do drugs. Boss. She got burned. Boss.
Oh, you got burned.
Yeah. I don't do them drugs.
On the stove?
Boss.
What's that?
I said, I don't do drugs. So don't tell my dog. For me.
And I don't think Miss Betty is doing drugs either. We're gonna go forward to whenever the interest of BJ comes into this. He was sitting around waiting. I think BJ was sitting in the truck for a good 20 minutes. I think she was getting her story straight. That's just my but yeah, here go BJ, and to the right of BJ is Larry. Larry is BJ's father. She has 3 kids, and this is, Mark, this is his, like, hey, let's see what's going on. We got Miss Betty in the back. We got Larry on the right, BJ on the left, and Ray back there doing whatever he be doing, boy. That boy Ray stay on camera. That's what. And, man, when it comes to Timmy and Ray, I feel like Timmy and Ray are the most lovable characters in all of this. Even with Miss Betty being a matriarch, Betty has done so much that public perception of Betty, I think, has shifted a complete 360 from what it used to be to now. But one thing that is never unwavering is the public's love for Ray and Timmy and Lorraine. Miss Lorraine, Timmy, with his drawings and stuff, Ray just with his, it's like he knows what's going on. When you ask him something, he'll take you to it. He's not going to explain, but he's going to go, huh, huh, huh. And he going to point. He is going to point to what he want to talk about, but he's not going to say it. He's nonverbal as well. So I think those 3 are the most lovable characters out of all of this. And they kind of make all of this well worth it. Like, I think for Mark, when it comes to Mark, because those are the characters, the people who still haven't lost their innocence, I think those are the people that keep him kind of going back to deal with this family, man, because it's not an easy thing. It's not, it's a lot. Let me just say that. All right, let's get on. I'm talking too much. So Larry is the one on the right, in which his daughter, BJ, on the left, told Mark at the beginning of this video, I played BJ on the phone basically saying that her father was dead and she needed money. And Mark even showed the text. He needs money, or she needs money for all of these things of her father's gone, or her father's dead. And as we see, her father's not dead. He's right here talking. So Mark, hey, let's see. And we're going to get to the fire.
All right. So, BJ, I understand you got a drug problem. You've told me that. We all know that. That's not a secret. But for you to...
I'm not proud of what I done. I'm not.
Yeah, you're telling me there's a funeral today at 3 o'clock?
I'm not proud of what I done. Not at all. I shouldn't have done it.
Yeah. But I understand the drug addiction has such a power over you that you can't really...
I'm trying to get help.
You can't control what you do.
No, okay.
But it's not right. Just because Betty and this family came into some luck with me, that doesn't mean you should take advantage of them.
I understand.
So in the comments, do y'all think when he says, because I'm a critical thinker, when it comes to Mark saying, do you think that this family coming into some luck with me, do you think that's condescending in itself, him saying that? That's just a question. That's just a question. I don't think it is, but the way this is my second time watching this, and it kind of came off in a slightly condescending way, but I can understand emotionally, when it comes to emotional intelligence, I think a lot of people would be reacting a lot worse than Mark right now. So let's get that cleared up.
That's Betty's money.
I understand.
Betty's in charge of that.
I understand.
And you can't just
She's
like let your addiction take all that.
I'm not the only one who gets Betty's money, and Betty needs to say that.
nah. This is the deflection. When you back people in the corner, this is what they do. Soon as he say you cannot let your addiction take place over this money that Betty is getting for this family, and BJ saying, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. It's like your brother and your sister, or your brothers or your siblings, when you coming up and you get in trouble for something, and you know your brother or sister did the same thing. It's like that brother or sister who says, well, I'm not the only one who's doing it. Like, there's no accountability there. But she did take accountability. Let me not say that. She did take accountability for her shit.
Who else is getting the money?
Tell them. Tell them who else is getting the money
My
besides me.
my grandson,
Your grandsons?
yeah, right.
Okay, so I'm pretty much done with that one. I think in a nutshell that took 20 minutes. I think y'all can see from that kind of what's going on. We're going to fast forward present day when it comes to the Whittakers. Mobile home fire at the Whittakers. So the trailer, Mark gets word that the trailer across the street from the one that they were at in that video, up in smoke, up in flames, everything's gone. Everything's gone. Now, with everything being gone, okay, Mark, he wants to help. He's going to come in, see what's going on. We're going to talk about it. Let me see my first timestamp, 1906. So, yeah. When he comes in, and I got to play Ray real quick. Forgive me real quick. We're going to go, because Ray, like I said, he's just a lovable guy whenever you see him. You're like, oh, there go Betty right there. Oh no, there go that other trailer.
There's a new one.
The new trailer.
You got two of them.
So he's gonna come, approach Miss Betty, see what's going on. Home fire at the Whittakers, December 2024.
Hey, Timmy.
Look at Timmy, he running up there to feed them chickens. Excited. I don't know what's up with all the dogs.
Hey, Betty. How you doing?
It's a look of surprise.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
What happened here?
Huh?
What happened across the street here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We was all over the house cooking that night now.
You
Big
guys,
J, Nelson, both of her.
And one thing I will say about the Whittakers in their story is it stays very consistent. Very consistent. Now, you could say from their story being consistent, that either means one of two things. That either means, it really happened like this and nobody knows, or there's something else going on. Who knows?
We don't need what happened now.
was anybody in the house?
Huh?
Was anybody in the house?
No, Larry is all over here.
Huh.
Nobody wasn't in the house.
Nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt.
No, nobody got hurt.
It's burnt to a crisp, isn't it?
We don't have a coal floor now. Daddy had nothing hooked up over there.
So this is the trailer right here. Or used to be where the trailer was. And if it's any indication how the other
They didn't say nothing.
side looks, it was not kept well. So I'm gonna forward fast to 19 minutes. This is Larry again. This is the one that had the yellow jacket on in the last video that I showed. His daughter is BJ. He was talking about his grandsons, and Mark shows up to this fire, and this is basically what ensues.
Like I said,
And where's BJ and her boyfriend now?
she's on her way up.
But where do they stay now?
They stay on with one of their friends. They are. And like I said, they stay here and there. People let them stay, you know.
You think the fire was something to do with the drugs?
Huh?
You think the fire had something to do with the drugs and the money and all that stuff?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no certain idea. If I,
He knows. I think he knows. It's like a father's love towards his daughter is stronger than giving somebody a truthful narrative. The narrative that's more important to them is to protect their daughter. And I think Larry, some of that comes into play. Even though he says a little bit, but he's not, I don't think he will ever fully tell or, air this laundry out that's going on within this Whittaker function here that we got. I don't think he ever will.
if like I say, it wasn't their camper. It was my place.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't their place. It was mine. It was.
Things get messy.
I feel sorry, you know. I ain't thinking right straight, you know. Because I'm hearing too many tales, you know. I don't know what's go, what's one, what's this, you know. Yeah. Like I said, it's going to take money to clean up all that.
Yeah, that's going to take some money just to clean up.
Yeah. We went over there, up some junk to go over, try to clean up, you know. Like I said, you got to work to clean the weather. You know,
And then you got winter.
snow,
Yeah, you got winter and snow coming.
and then it quit, you got to wait to come up, then, you know, yeah, you know. I'm taking it pretty hard, you know. I lost everything. You know, I got to wait on that now.
Oh wow.
So yeah, with this whole situation, I'm gonna forward fast to when let me give old Timmy some showtime, man.
Son, what you doing? Son, what you doing? They sit down, call her once in a while, they work these puzzles.
Show me what you're doing.
Start writing.
Pippo.
I'm pretty cold out there.
So yeah, I thought it was good how Mark did. He said, "Timmy, draw me a picture." You know, Timmy, he always got that notebook. He always got that notebook with him. He drew him pictures. He's like, "We're gonna auction it off." He drew me a picture. He drew him 2 pictures before he left. But I'm gonna forward fast to let me see, 34. This is enter BJ after the fire. Entering BJ after the fire. And her introduction to this video was just all off. Because, for one, it was like, I don't know, but there must have been something with a wallet that was going on. She was looking for a wallet. She kind of was accusatory to different people about where the wallet, did you do something with my wallet? And as a dope fiend, that's not a good introduction. I'm going to just say that. But yeah, in comes BJ into the scene. She comes in, she's whispering. I forgot who she's whispering. I think she's whispering to Larry. She don't like what she heard.
Y'all the only one that had chicken. Huh? It was there when y'all left. Y'all wasn't here.
I said it was there when y'all left yesterday.
I didn't talk to that.
Betty, did you knock that wallet out?
Huh?
Did you knock that wallet out by accident?
What wallet?
Wallet.
No.
Let's go.
So somehow there's a wallet missing. And BJ
You
just
found
walks.
a wallet by the burnt house?
One day, they sent nowhere with that man's name on it. That's what they found.
Who's the guy? Whose name?
I don't know who the guy is. They know. I don't. They get around more than I do.
What do you think happened?
Mark, I don't know. I was sitting right here. Everybody sitting right here. I was never seen the flame.
Ah.
That's all I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, who knows about the wallet? That's. But so we sitting here in front of BJ, and BJ is gonna kind of go through a small account of it, and I ain't gonna be here too much longer. But yeah, man.
So open the front, they do
And when
that.
he opened the door,
He blew him back.
it blew him back.
Really?
And the paint cans started exploding and everything.
He got like something in front of the door. I don't remember what it is. It's like it's in the box or something. But I got to try to give my dog because my dog is just in the bed. I got what I
And
get.
that's
I don't
the
remember what it is because I got to
door.
go there. I open the door, so I got to go where I go to feel like I'm because my head the forest they don't have no way can go because they went
And that's her boyfriend. He's from El Salvador, who's talking right now on the right in a gray sweatshirt.
into his clothes and everything. And I have a door in the middle. There's a partner going to work. I can see where I'm going to.
Dog that way.
That was our baby. That was our kid.
And yes, in conclusion, I do think BJ is still on drugs. I do think BJ is still on drugs. That dude she with, I feel like he on that shit as well. But you know, it's a sad situation. But I do feel like this is it's a insight into this part of the country, these Appalachians, these mountains that, you know, they've been depicted in movies like Deliverance. I don't know if y'all have seen that movie, but you know, in the movies it does get depicted negatively. But what I do want to say is they're not all bad people. They're not all bad people at all. There's some very good people from the Appalachians. It's just the economy and the environment and the social structure of where they live at. It's not too good at all. At all. And before I get up out of here, I did just want to give some context to this whole family. Probably should have did this early on, but it is what it is. Salute if you still rocking with me though. The Whittaker's family. There definitely has been some inbreeding that is cause and effects of what you see. The cause is inbreeding. It says the Whittaker's inbreeding started with the set of identical twin brothers. Now, you got to really think about this when we talk about the family and how it got inbred, because it's a little bit complicated. A set of identical twin brothers, Harry and John, whose children got married and went on to have their children together. Two identical twins whose children got married and went on to have children together. Harry and his wife Sally had 7 children together, including John Whittaker, who was born 1882. John fell in love with Ada Rigg, his first cousin, and went on to have 9 children with her, including their daughter Gracie Whittaker in 1920. Now, that's not where it stops. When Gracie grew up, she married her double cousin, John Whittaker, in 1935, whom she shared both sets of grandparents with, and went on to have 15 children. Tragically, many of their children were born with severe physical and mental impairments from the result of inbreeding. Yeah, it's wild. I've never seen nothing like this be documented, and it's just I think it's like a human interest story almost more than anything because everybody's from a family, but nobody's really from a family like this, and if they are, it's not being documented. So I don't know. I was gonna make this a live, but I kind of wanted to do it more in an organized fashion.
1 hour later.
I think that there is something else that's a brew or a breast that's going on when it comes to this fire. But my intuition and what I know about just strictly living conditions, you got electrical and you got everything around it. If the surroundings aren't safe and the electrical is not safely installed in a place, that's why they have fire codes, right? So with everything we talk about, or that I talked about in this video, just to keep balance in place, I'm not taking it off the table that this didn't naturally happen. Because if you look inside of the environment that they are living in, this is a fire code nightmare. All of this shit packed in here. Now, when it comes to the electrical situation, I can imagine it's just as bad as the condition of the place. It's not safe, people. So, all that being said, I know we talked a long time about different narratives, different stories, what could have happened, what could have happened. The other thing that could have happened is that, yeah, something naturally just happened. This is a fire code nightmare the way they are living in this household with all of this junk. One little spark, one little wire that's not tightened on a neutral or a hot, or one little, connection starts to catches a little smolder, right? Wire nut melts, smolders up. What's next to it? A wall. What's next to it? A pile of shit. This is the way they're living. So I don't want to take. So basically, I said that, and Mark said it in the thing. He said that would burn up pretty fast, right? Because he already knows the inside of it and the living conditions of this other trailer or house that they're in. So you can imagine if a little smolder starts just out the blue, little electrical fire, little small, little cigarette butt. Who knows? We seen BJ flicking her ashes of her cigarette on the kitchen floor in that video. And someone pointed that out in the comment section of Mark's video, which has 700,000 views on it as I speak. Someone pointed that out, and it got a lot of and I'm glad people thumbed that video up or thumbed that comment up to where I seen it, because I didn't even think about it when she flicking her cigarette right on the ground. Like, who knows? Flick the scene, the ember start, this, you got a pile of shit, and boom. So I don't want to take that off the table. I just wanted to add that in here, man. YJ, now I'm really out.